Templar, sit. All the way. There you go. Good boy.
God, he's sweet. Hello, everyone, and welcome to...
Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday. Welcome to Friday. We gotta go out and get some groceries, toiletries. What'd you say?
Sundries, dried goods.
Sundries. That's a fun word we don't use very often.
No, is it right?
Sundries.
I think that's how it's pronounced. I've only ever read it in books, which is why I mispronounce things all the time.
It's because your entire life was reading.
Yes.
My entire life was hearing the words. So yeah, we're gonna go out and get a few things. Amongst those things, hopefully, will be a copy of Katamari Damacy REROLL, because we were looking at what game we wanted to stream tonight, because I'm going to be streaming Animal Crossing when it comes out, the day it comes out, because it's also my birthday and it's just good timing. So I'm like, all right, I'll just do that, which means I got 2 Fridays, this Friday and next Friday. So I'm like, what game could we stream in just 2 streams? Something that'll take longer than 1, but less than 2. And one of the games I had on my list was Katamari Damacy, and specifically I figured we'll just play the Switch version. And Katamari Damacy is a game that I played at launch. I loved. I thought it was just one of the more interesting games I'd ever played. It's super quirky, super unique, and one of the things I've always wanted to do was try and play through the game cooperatively. Mouse laughing. Where me and Mallory each control one half of the controller. If you're not familiar with the control scheme in Katamari Damacy, you move your Katamari, the big ball that you're pushing around, with both sticks. So if you want the ball to go forward, you push both sticks forward. If you want the ball to go backwards, you pull both backwards. If you want to turn left, then you have to pull back on the left stick and push forward on the right stick. So it would be probably a little bit maddening to play 2-player, but I think it'd be really fun and unique, and it's an idea I've had for a long time, even before they announced the Switch version. So I figured that'd be a good one to do. I could get it digitally, but because I collect video games, I'd rather get a physical version. So we have to go to Walmart to get toilet paper and some things like that anyway, so we're going to try and pick up a copy of Katamari if they have it. If they don't have it, well, let's hope they do. Crap. They don't have it.
They got it over here?
Do they?
Yeah, they do.
Oh my god. Good eyes, Mal. Good eyes. So we got the game home, and I redid the entire stream because last week it was broken inexplicably. We played Donkey Kong Country last week just to do a chill thing, and like things weren't working, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. So Breakfast Stream worked, so I duplicated Breakfast Stream and changed pieces to make it function. So now the stream works again. So that's good. And you're probably like, well, where are you off to now? Well, I got a message from Dan that his car is dead and he needs a jump. And Lindsay lives with him, but neither of them have jumper cables. And I was like, oh, and they're like, we called Will, and Will doesn't have jumper cables either. And I'm like, how do none of you have jumper cables? So I knew we had jumper cables in our trunk. I looked in there. We actually have 2 sets of jumper cables.
One was mine when I had my car.
So we only need 1 set of jumper cables. So we're going to go jump the car and then also just give them the cables because we don't need extra cables. But now they'll have jumper cables. You should have jumper cables. If you're watching right now and you don't have jumper cables,
you should have an emergency kit in your car.
You should. They're not even that terribly expensive.
You can get a kit with those and everything else you need.
You never know. You never know. But now they'll have them, so they'll be all set. And Dan suspects that his battery is probably just worn out because it's
about at the end of a battery's lifespan.
You know what's funny?
Huh?
Is that the last time Dan's battery died, it was on the vlog. I think you need a new battery.
Yeah, that's
some serious corrosion there. We'll get this jumped and we'll get you on your way, though.
It was like 6 years ago. And that's just very funny to me because it's going to be on the vlog again. But yeah, so we're going to go jump the car, and then I think he's going to take it to a mechanic or something. They're closed, so I guess he'll just...
You can do an after-hours drop-off.
Yeah, he'll probably do that. And then... then we'll get home and stream.
You're fine. You stay put. You don't even like...
There it is! Woo! Woo! Aw, one Civic helping another. Civic twins. My God, what a stream. What a stream. What a beautiful train wreck. We actually, I don't want to spoil it. But it went better than I was expecting. I'll say that. You know, one of the obvious issues with playing a game like Katamari with two different people, sorry, I'm just shutting down the computer here, is that you have to basically either have telepathy or you have to basically shout out what you're doing, because in the way I described it on Twitter after the fact is that the entire evening was a mix of blissful synergy and internal screaming. And that is the best description I could have ever possibly given. Because there were times where Mao and I were, we were just in sync without saying anything. We knew what we were trying to do. But those moments are in between times where we're not doing the same thing and internally we're screaming. And it's like there were parts of the night that were her fault and there were parts of the night that were my fault. It was an interesting thing. And this is an idea I've had for a long time. I've had the idea of playing Katamari Damacy with two people since before the Switch version was ever even released. But obviously it's easier on the Switch version because the plan would have been to play it on the PS2 and like get really close and share a controller. And the way we did it is obviously with the Joy-Cons. And we actually put them each in this. And the reason we did that is because if you're just holding a Joy-Con, it's really hard to move the stick quickly. But if you can put another hand on one of these things for leverage, you can move the stick better. And at least for me, like especially trying to do a charge, that you have to like go back and forth really quickly on the stick, and it's a little easier if they're in this. Are you chewing on something? How did you get Skitty? Did you pull Skitty off the shelf? Don't eat Skitty. Skitty's not for eating. She's not. Don't do that. You thought that was for you. He's got some other toys that are crocheted, so he's looking at that like, that's my toy. I'm supposed to eat that. No. Let's find something new to do, okay? Find a new hobby. Yeah. Anyway, stream was great though, and we beat about half the game, so we'll probably start just a little bit earlier next week and then just finish it up. And then the week later is Animal Crossing, which I'm excited for, and Mao is really, really excited for. And I don't know if we ever mentioned it, but we finally watched the Animal Crossing Direct last night, and it was insightful. Obviously, we had planned to do a reaction video. We didn't, and we're not going to. But we did finally watch it last night, and that was nice. It was nice to see all of the features, and it really looks like Nintendo is going just above and beyond on making this the best Animal Crossing ever. But again, they should. Like with every iteration, there should be leaps and bounds of progress. And the good news is it looks like there is. And it feels to me, at least, like leaps and bounds. The last one I played was New Leaf. And having followed the continuation of the series since the beginning, this one looks like there's just so much being added and so much you can do. And it's very exciting. Because Because Animal Crossing has always been a game about basically customization. It's about making a place your own. And you can do that more than ever in the new one. So, yeah, that's coming soon. All right. I see you found a bed. But at least you're being good. I'm going to go downstairs, and I think we're going to have a little snack before bed. Thank you all for joining tonight on the stream, because it was great. And if anyone missed it, obviously it's up on Twitch, because we just archived that stuff there permanently. But it'll be posted on YouTube at some point in the future. So stay tuned for that. I don't know when, but we're creating a backlog of content to be posted on YouTube, and that's nice. Because you never know when something might happen and you can't work. As we saw, 2 or 3 weeks ago now. So I'm glad that we had some of that stuff ready. It has made this entire process much easier for us. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?